Welcome in, guys. We're good to go?
We're good to go.
Good. How's everyone doing out there? My name's Chef Mac. I'm with Empire Bakery Equipment. We're going to be looking at the Suprema Max Cookie Depositor today. Just running a couple things. If you have any questions, feel free to send them out in the chat. We're going to just give it a couple more minutes to see if anyone joins. And no one's on time these days, as I'm sure most of you guys know. Just to give you an idea of what we're going to do, we're going to show you the ease of use of this machine, how to change from programs pretty seamlessly, just making sure that everyone's aware of all the capabilities of this machine.
What kind of cookies are we going to be?
We're going to be doing some rosettes, some shells, some longs. We're going to show off how to do some eclairs. We're also going to do a shell cookie, and then maybe a fancy one in there too. We have a little time at the end of this. Cool. I've already prepped the machine and it's all ready to go, but all you have to do in order to accomplish that is put the dough inside this hopper and get the nozzles you're looking to get in place in the bottom of this machine. I'm going to bring you guys into the computer screen itself. Right now, I'm in the home screen. That's where you're going to run any program that you select. If I were to go to my program list, it's going to be all the different programs we're going to be running today. We're going to start off with our long program. I'm going to highlight it in orange. I'm going to go back to the home screen. And it'll load that program. It's as easy as that.
All right. Want to get going?
Sure.
Kick it off.
First program it is. I'm going to be pressing the blue button to start, and then the green, and the tray will load in. This is for any of your finger cookies, your long cookies, anything you're filling with jam or dipping in chocolate, perhaps. Perfect for your holiday platters. In this style of program, I can very easily customize how long I would like this to be or how wide I would like this to be. I can also completely customize how tall it is or if it rotates or if it does not rotate. You'll notice in this, it's straight lines all across. Other programs that we run today, you'll notice that the nozzles will actually spin, and you will see that each one will have a distinct design on top of it. Just to give you an idea of how simple it is to actually change these kinds of settings, if I were to come, I'm still in the home screen. That first setting I'm seeing on the screen is simply going to be how long that cookie is. If I were to change that number, let's say, to a 70 millimeters, it's going to be a little bit longer. And I'll run another one to show you what I mean. Just to give you a comparison, one simple change changes that in the program. Now what I'm going to do, scrape the stove back in and run the next.
Yes, these are for cookies. Cookie depositing. You can do different types of cookie deposits today.
Not only does this do cookies, it also does shoe, so eclairs or cream puffs. You can do muffins. You can do macarons. I've seen people do dog treats as well.
Sheet cake.
Sheet cakes. Options are endless.
Yeah, there's tons of different dyes and molds. Like you can have some sheet.
Yep. Mostly what we're doing today is just going to be cookie shapes.
Yep.
The next one I'm going to run for us, if I go back to the program list, I'm going to select the meringue program to show you what that kind of looks like. Once I select it, I go back to the home screen. Once it's loaded, I'll know it's loaded because it'll say it on top. And again, press the blue button and press the green button. Tray, while it's still depositing the cookie, it's doing that for the height of the cookie. For meringue specifically, the taller the better.
Vivo loves it. This is it.
Thanks, Mima. Shout out. Other things you can easily customize in this machine is how many rows. I know with meringues, you're trying to fill the tray as much as possible, specifically because they're not going to expand at all when you're baking them. So all I'd have to do is change one setting. If I go to my conveyor belt, this N and degree sign will be the number of rows. I can easily fit 10 rows on a tray without any problem. There you go. And again, with just one setting change, changes how it's going to look on the tray. We're going to clear this again and go on to the next. Do I have any questions from the chat?
How many cookies could you make in an hour on this particular?
Typically, I would say it by minute. So you're typically going to get about 5 to 6 trays per minute, specifically with any kind of spritz dough or cookie that's similar to this. But again, that's always in a perfect world. You're still going to have to load the hopper, find homes for the trays once they're done. So although I do say 5 trays per minute, I typically tend to say, think about it being maybe 30 trays every 10 minutes. That's a much more generous and approachable number. Absolutely. There's ones with teeth, ones without teeth. You can also completely customize how many teeth are on each nozzle. If you are used to using nozzles with long teeth to give you very sharp points, we can also customize any nozzles to have that as well. It's all a matter of what you want. Anything you want can be customized. Okay, now that we've showed off the meringue program, we're going to go into a shell program. Again, I go to the program list, I highlight it in orange, I go home, you'll see the program I selected should now be on top of the home screen, and that means we're good to go. You'll notice it drops down low every time it starts the program, and that's because it's recalibrating the height of the conveyor belt based on whatever program we're in. It does that so it can control how tall or small the product is. There we go. Shell cookies, again, perfect for your holiday platters. Now let's say I want that shell to be a little bigger in the front. What I'm going to change is how long it drops in the beginning before it starts to move. Right now, it's dropping for 60 centiseconds, which is 60 hundredths of a second. Essentially, it's 0.6 of a second. I'm going to move this up to 1 full second, or 100 centiseconds, so we can see the difference. Again, you'll see it's just giving us a fuller front end. The customizable possibilities with a machine like this are pretty countless. Every little thing you see can be customized pretty much, from how big to how small to how long to how tall to how many teeth to how many go on each tray. Everything is pretty much able to be altered to however you'd like it. Also heavily recommend getting yourselves one of these trapezoid scrapers. They are by far my favorite tool in the kitchen. I use it for everything.
All right, what's next?
Okay, our next program we're going to load is going to be perhaps one of the most simple, the STAR program. Probably the most plentiful in a holiday platter. Put a cherry on this, some sprinkles, change it up a little bit, maybe a dollop of fudge right in the middle. Same thing applies for this, where I can very easily change the size of this. If I'm looking for a much bigger cookie, that top number that says 150 centiseconds, I'm gonna make it bigger and we can make a bigger cookie. This style of program is also perfect for making any kind of eclair. Cream puffs. Got eclairs in the brain because that's what we're about to do next. Just to give you an idea again of the difference that 100 CS makes. Now I'm going to move into a long eclair program. So what we're going to do is, again, go back to my program list, select the eclair program, and go to the home screen. And we're going to start it off. Now this too can be completely customized. You can change the thickness, you can change how much is in the front and how much is in the back. You can also change how many go on per row, how big, how small. What I'm going to change in this program to kind of give you an idea of what can be changed is just how thick they are. In order to control the thickness of these, what I'm actually controlling is how fast that conveyor belt moves. The faster the conveyor belt moves, the skinnier it'll be. The slower the conveyor belt moves, the thicker it'll be. So I'm going to slow this conveyor belt down considerably and show you exactly what I mean. I'm at 30% of its possible speed. I'm going to go down to about 15% of its speed and start a new trip. There you go. One thing I've yet to mention is that you can also control how many rows there are this way based on what kind of die you have on the machine. The one I currently have on here has 6 exits. you can get up to 8 exits or as low as 2 exits, maybe even 1 if you'd like it. Anything is customizable on this machine, like I was saying. So if you want it, you can get it. Before we move on, the next thing I'd like to talk about is some of the safety features of this machine. You'll notice that every time that I have been opening that hopper in order to scrape these pans down, a red bell on this screen is blinking. If that red bell on the screen is blinking, that typically means the machine will not run. One of the safeties has been engaged. Whenever the hopper's open, it'll quite literally tell me on the screen if I click that bell, that red bell, that the hopper is open. So if you'll see, I click it now, it'll say hopper safety guard alarm. There are quite a few different safeties on this machine, all intended to keep you and your hands safe and not in harm's way. The other ones besides the hopper are going to be something called a photo cell alarm. What the photo cell alarm does is ensures you're not sticking your hand underneath the machine when it's operating. You'll see as soon as I go to put my hand underneath, a photo cell alarm appears. Last but not least, if I were to open the back door, it's going to give me a wire cut safety guard alarm. Ensuring your safety is of the utmost concern. Going to pick another program. Go into my program list. We're going to go into the rosette, and we're going to go to the home screen. I'm going to go with the blue and the green. Now you'll see this is doing the same thing the star program was doing, except it's also rotating the nozzles while it's happening. Just gives you a little bit of a different look.
And we're stopping and starting for demo purposes, but you can continuously load the trades.
Absolutely. Right now, I'm loading the trades back and forth. But if in a production setting, I would be loading them from one side of the machine and having them flow to the other side and just continuously running and running and running. What I'm going to do to alter that program is actually slow down the nozzle so you can see the difference between a tight wind and a thinner wind. So I'm going to click on my nozzle on the screen and slow down the speed from 30% down to about 10%. So you can get a feel for what the difference looks like. We're going to do that one more time. There we go. And to show you how the machine will just keep going as long as you have another tray behind it. As long as you keep loading trays, trays will continue to come out. Okay. One more program, and that's the last one.
Did we ship over to Central America?
No.
Unless they have a freight.
And the last program we're going to run is something that I'm going to call a multi-level program, or a multi. What that's going to be is going to be a long cookie that goes back and forth. I apologize, I actually selected the multi-drop program instead, but equally as fun. Good for meringue pops. It drops 3 in a row that all form into one long cookie bar. And that is actually all the programs that we created for today. So last chance, guys. Any questions in those chats? If not, you know our DM, you know how to reach us. Feel free to reach out. And if you want to come and try your own recipes on this machine yourself, reach out to us and we can set up an appointment. And you're more than welcome to bring anything you'd like to try on the machine. Yep. So thanks, guys. Have a great day.